Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here, and welcome back to season number 2 of the Parma Road to Glory career mode on FIFA 19. This is episode number 2. Thank you guys for all the love you guys showed on episode number 1. You guys seem to love the return of the Parma career mode for season number 2. So we're back in action for episode 2. We got some more transfer dealings to deal with right before the transfer window closes off. We've got some big games. We're starting our Europa League campaign. We're starting our European journey in FIFA 19 with this Parma side we are building, and hopefully doing well in Serie A as well. And just quick little admin before we get into the main stuff of today's episode. Thanks for Sir Hubbo for letting me know that George Weah didn't actually play for Parma. I don't know why I was thinking George Weah and Timothy Weah, that George Weah played for Parma pretty much, and I was saying that Tim is gonna, go in his father's footsteps and play for Parma as well. But apparently I was thinking of another player, and thanks to Sir Hubbo, the legend, for pointing that one out. But we're going into probably our last transfer dealing of this window. We're going for a backup centre back. We're trying to go for Bastoni, who was on loan for us from Inter last season, but he's too expensive. We only got 2.8 mil to work with here. We're going after Insoki from PSG. He can play at left back, CDM, and centre back, so a bit of a versatile defender. Can also get a shift in the midfield if we need him there, but we need some more depth this season in the defensive positionings if we want to go far in the Europa League, Serie A. A lot of competitions we got to deal with this season, and it's Insoki, the 20-year-old Frenchman, can be useful for us in defense. He's going to be a rotation player for us. Probably going to use him when a few players are tired or need a rest for upcoming games, and we're giving him a 5-year contract, negotiating no release clause, but he wants 8.8k a week with an 82k signing bonus. That fit in with our transfer budget, so we might as well just accept it. He's probably going to be our last transfer of the window, and we're probably going to save our money for January, maybe sell a few deadwood players here and there. But as we get into the episode, we're going to move on. He's going to be our sixth and final signing of the window. You can see there Timothy Weah, Petzela, Lainez, Brignola, Fructu, and now Stanley Insoki, 67 rated centre back, left back, CDM for 2 million. Nice little pickup there. He's got potential in the 80s, so hopefully he can grow well and do well for us in Serie A, and whenever we need him, pretty much, maybe chuck him in a few cup games. But that has wrapped up our transfer business this season in terms of players we've brought in. Let me know who I should get in January, guys. It's coming up in the next few episodes, so yeah, let me know if I should loan in a few players, because a few of our loaned in players are moving out. Jonathan Biabiani is getting a few transfer offers here from other teams, but we rejected. But a Europa League group stage draw is happened. We get picked out. We're not in group A, B, C, or D. We're not in E, F, G, or H. We are in the last group, Group L. We are matched up against Borussia Mönchengladbach, Olympiacos, and FC Sion. So our European adventure, we're off to Germany, we're off to Greece, and we're off to Switzerland. I believe Sion is from. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, because I have been wrong before. Thank you, Sir Hubbo, again, for letting me know I was wrong with the George Weah Parma situation I was talking about last episode. But that is our Group L not Champions League, Europa League group stage draw. We are in Group L. Hopefully we will not take many L's in that group, but we're up against some tough opposition there. Borussia Mönchengladbach especially is a tough team to play. Olympiacos away, we are going to start off with them in this episode, but they are also a tough team. Greek champions, we get an offer for Gagliolo on transfer deadline day, 840k from, I think that might be a Portuguese team, but we are trying to sell Gagliolo. Will he go, will he not? We're going to have to find out in the next few scenes, as we're going through our youth academy there, trying to pick out a few good players. If I get a really decent player, I'll let you guys know when I sign them, but just casually looking through, not too many great wonder kids we're picking up, because we haven't got a really good scout to spend a lot of money on. But we're going to get into a game against Palermo at home. We're probably going to simulate this one. We had a relatively easy start to Serie A. We had Benevento recently promoted at home. We got Palermo recently promoted at home as well, so probably going to simulate that one. Even the media saying our group is hard in the Europa League. Tough battle for Parma, and as well as Serie A Team Player of the Month August shortlist, Tonali is on there. So he is getting us a good few games in for us. And yeah, the new FIFA update did drop, so Tonali gets a new face, not as in a game face, but in a 2D picture. So when I select him in the menus, you guys can see he actually has a face, and he looks like a bit of Andrea Pirlo, maybe a bit of Kylo Ren from Star Wars maybe. But we're going to our first Serie A game of the episode. We're going to simulate it against Palermo, recently promoted from Serie B this season, in our FIFA 19 career mode save. We've got our strongest lineup. Shaparenko is going to slide in there at cam, but Tonali picks up a bit of an injury. He's going to come off. David gets 2 goals in the 42nd minute and 56, and Barlow gets one back in the 62nd, but it's not enough to snatch the 3 points from us. We take all 3 points at home against Palermo, and we simulate that one with some great success. As Tonali gets injured, we put in Timothy Weah there for a few training sessions until Tonali recovers, but I'm pretty sure it's not really that long of an injury for Tonali, probably a few days, not that much. But Weah is going to do a few training drills there, as he's going to be probably our main striker in the Europa League and other competitions, as David is going to be our main one for Serie A. But that is our main lineup going into this game against Sassuolo. Chong and Lainez gets a start, as well as Tonali is back from injury, and Pardo at the back as well. So it's going to be an interesting game against Sassuolo, a regional derby, Emilia-Romagna derby. So yeah, that's why they're doing a bit of a face-off there. Parma taking on Sassuolo away from home last season. This was a battle for Europa League football. It was very crucial in our battle for qualifying for Europe, because Sassuolo were like on our heels, probably 7th or 8th in the league last season, and in the season finale we came up against them. We got the loss, I believe, so hopefully looking to get a good result here away in a regional derby against Sassuolo. It recently happened in real life as well. Parma got a 2-1 win in real life at home, so hopefully we can replicate that, as Sassuolo are on the attack here. Di Francesco has made his way into the box, going to cross it in, and it's Kevin Prince Boateng with the most audacious header. What a powerful header from the man. He recently signed for them in real life, and Kevin Prince Boateng has stayed loyal in the second season and has stayed for another year at Sassuolo, and he has put in a bullet header there, just flicked it on using his whole body just to get in there, and he's got a top left corner. Plizzardi couldn't do much about that one, and we go 1-0 down against Sassuolo at the Mapei Stadium, and David was in there, had a chance but couldn't convert, as Di Francesco is causing us all sorts of problems down this left hand side. He crosses the ball in, a bit of an overcross as Berardi puts it back in. Di Francesco heads it down, and Sensi gets a shot on. Unfortunately for them, it goes over and not on target, so Plizzardi couldn't do much there, but Plizzardi gets a save in there, as Sassuolo are absolutely dominating us at the moment. 35th minute, Di Francesco crosses the ball in, and Alex Teixeira signed for Sassuolo, but what a save from Plizzardi, an absolute reaction save there. David De Gea-esque, saves it with his leg. That's got to be one of the saves of the season so far for us in Serie A. But we're pressuring Sassuolo. They're trying to play a bit of tiki-taka, go straight to David. Tonali back to David, a little 1-2 with the Canadian, and we get our first goal of the episode. David, right before half-time, finesses it into that bottom right-hand corner. We get back into the game, 1-1 equaliser. Tonali with some good link-up play with David, as you can see there, puts a lovely ball through to him. David did the rest and curled it past Consigli in the net, and we take the equaliser there, 1-1 in right before half-time. Actually, the perfect time to get a goal. We weren't really dominating that much, and David got us right back into the game after taking so many chances from Sassuolo. They finally gave in. A Sancho down this left-hand side gets taken down, and Paul Lirola, the Spaniard I believe, takes Sancho down in the box, gets a yellow card, and we get a penalty here in the 50th minute. So We found our stride literally right before half time, and at the start of the second half, Sancho was looking very dangerous down that left-hand side. Riola wasn't taking any chances, and Sancho is going to step up to take this penalty, and he converts it into the bottom right-hand corner. Consigli couldn't do much about that one, and we take the lead at the Mapai Stadium, making it 2-1. Sassuolo, after all that first half domination, couldn't convert their chances, and we have literally had 2 shots, and they've gone in, including this penalty drilled from Jadon Sancho. It's his 3rd goal in Serie A so far in this career mode, season number 2. He's looking to be a great player for us, as Di Francesco had a little bicycle kick there, didn't go in. Kevin Prince Boateng on the attack here. Sassuolo trying to find the equalizer, puts it through to Di Francesco. It's Alex Teixeira. What a save from Plizzari. He's coming to his own this season. We bought him last season as a backup, and he is our first choice keeper this season. The Italian from AC Milan. We got him, and now he's proving his worth as we try to get an attack on here, try to kill the game off and put it 3-1. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the opening there, as Tonali controlling this midfield, puts it through to Taith Chong. Taith Chong finds David, and that's a 2nd goal for David this game. It's his 3rd goal in Serie A, and he's finding his feet as our main striker this season. Replacing Inglese was always going to be hard, as he was our talisman last season, but David is coming to his own the past few games, and what a ball from Taith Chong, just slipping it through, and the defense of Sassuolo couldn't keep up as we go 3-1 up at the Mapai Stadium. Absolutely shocking Sassuolo and their fans, but Plizzari makes another save to keep us in this one. It well and truly could be Sassuolo winning this, but a great tackle from Romagna unfortunately falls to Boateng. Teixeira. But he puts it wide, and Sassuolo really couldn't convert their chances in this match, and we just took ours, and that made us get the 3-1 win at the Mapai Stadium away from home in a little bit of a regional derby. We get an important win in Serie A as we move to our Europa League debut. In our Europa League game, we're starting off our Europa League adventure this episode. We've got Parma back in Europe, and hopefully we can get really far in the Europa League, but we do have a tough group. We're starting it off with Olympiacos away from home. We're off to Greece in this episode, and it's the Greek champions we're taking on. This is going to be our Europa League team. Gomes is going to start at left wing, Puig, Brignola, and Shaparenko in midfield. Weah is going to get his first start for the club at striker. Mai and Nsoki are going to start at the back, so a bit of a new centre-back partnership there, but pretty much all remains the same. Plizzari in net as well, and we're going to start off our European adventure against Olympiacos in our lovely away kit. We're going to start it off, and Olympiacos, a very tough team. We're going to have our first taste of European action this episode with a bit of a rotated team from that Sassuolo game, but we got the depth this season. This is the new Europa League graphics package. You guys, if you're watching my Chelsea career mode, you know what it looks like, but for you guys Parma guys that love this series, this is what the Europa League looks like. We got the badge on the shirt as well. We got all the Europa League graphic licensing as well, and Olympiacos is going to get it started in this one with a corner. They take the lead in the 10th minute. The opening 10 minutes, the hosts grab the lead from a header off the corner, and unfortunately we go 1-0 down in our first Europa League match. In our club debut, we go 1-0 down from this corner. Unfortunately, couldn't keep this one out, and off a set piece, Olympiacos take the lead. The player literally jumped over 2 of ours, and Gomes couldn't really do, no, Ruig couldn't do much about that. Trying to block it, couldn't block it, but Weah holds the ball up lovely there, puts it through to Biabiani. He's got yards of space in front of him. We all know the pace he has, and he slots it into the bottom left-hand corner. Didn't take us long to reply. It's our first goal in the Europa League in Europe, and the Frenchman Biabiani, we had so many offers for him in the summer, decided to keep him, and Biabiani is proving his worth here. Beautiful pace to break past the defenders, a beautiful run from him, and he slots it into that bottom left-hand corner. Beautiful finish from the Frenchman, probably the oldest player in the squad, but he's got the most experience. Is going to lead us in Europe this season, so hopefully Biabiani can continue his great form after we chose not to sell him. But we got in the equaliser here. We're continuing on the attack as Kevin Ruig, our right back, is making a charging run down this right hand side. Ruig gives the ball off to Gomes. Gomes, and unfortunately Olympiacos block that one successfully as we trying to go into half-time, trying to take the lead here. And Ruig puts a lovely ball through to Jonathan Biabiani. He could have grabbed his second there, but it just goes wide in the 50th minute. A great low cross from Ruig, our right back, and Biabiani just puts it wide. Could have got a double there, put us into the lead away from home. Unfortunately, couldn't get it done, but we continue on trying to get the second goal here, and it's big Timothy Weah in the middle, getting his first goal for Parma. It's our second goal in the Europa League. He gets his first goal in Europe. The American absolutely loving life here at Parma in his first few games, and what a header it was, reminding us flashes of Inglese from last season, getting so many headers in the box. And I think we might have found a little replacement for him. Timothy Weah, with his height, gets over the defenders there, heads it home, too high for the goalkeeper, comes off the crossbar actually and finds its way in under the crossbar. Weah gets us the lead in this one, 2-1 to Parma away from home, starting off the Europa League. And in the 54th minute, we get the goal that puts us ahead, but we've still got a big chunk of the game left as we're starting on the attack here. Gomes has a little bit of space here. He runs through the defense, and he's going to curl it in the 85th minute, surely killing off the game now. Gomes wanted a bit more playtime this season, and that's exactly what he's going to get because we are just playing so many more games. Pellegrini got the assist there. No, he didn't. Pellegrini came on, but Pellegrini was involved in the goal. We brought him on. We brought a few players on, such as Pellegrini and Brignola, and they were involved in the goal. The keeper should have done a bit better there, but doesn't matter for us as Gomes gets his first goal in the Europa League, putting us 3-1 up, and it's going to seal the victory for us. Our first game in the Europa League away from home. We get the victory against Greek champions Olympiacos, but Pellegrini wants a fourth. He's going to ball roll, give it off to Gomes, and the Olympiacos keeper makes a lovely save there in the 89th minute. Unfortunately, Gomes was offside, but Pellegrini coming on for Weah. We're trying to rest Weah a bit. He could be our Inglese replacement. Nice and tall in the middle, got us a header to put us up in the game. And yeah, we get our first win in the Europa League, 3 points from 3 away from home in our lovely away kit as well. And Parma are off and running in the Europa League. Hopefully we can prove the doubters wrong in the media, saying it's a tough group for us, which it is, but hopefully we can get out of it nice and comfortably. And apparently, didn't realize this when we played them, but Sassuolo, we actually beat one of the league front runners at the moment. Sassuolo, Roma, Bologna, not really many of the big teams in the top 4. Lazio all the way at the bottom, Benevento, Hellas Verona, Genoa in the bottom 3, Lazio in 16th, Milan in 12th, Napoli in 11th, Juve and Inter in 9th and 8th. Literally the top 4 is only consisting of Roma, which is kind of a big team. Otherwise it's Atalanta, Chievo Verona, Cagliari up there. All the big teams are struggling this season in Serie A for some reason, but that is going to end off the episode, guys. We're going to start off episode number 3 with a game against Lazio. And yeah, that has been episode number 2. We've started the Europa League off strong. Bit of a shorter episode for you guys, but I'm going to be back with a big episode for number 3. We're going to start off with Lazio, and yeah, we're going to get into it. Thank you guys for watching episode number 2 of the Parma Road to Glory. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Please smack a like on the video, subscribe for more FIFA 19 content on the channel, follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description, and I'll catch you guys on the very next video. Peace.